Chicken korma. This is one of those staple dishes, but before today, I could never get it right. I finally found a technique that works for me, so I'm going to share it with you today. So what really gives korma its flavor is the onion. So I'm slicing one large onion here and I'm making one whole chicken. If your onions are smaller, you can use maybe 2 or 3, and then I'm just setting them aside. And then I'm peeling and slicing some ginger. And if you don't know this trick already, you can use a spoon to get the skin off of the ginger really easily. And then I'm just cutting it into small pieces. Okay, so then we're going to go outside in the blazing Florida heat, and I'm going to heat up my wok, and we're going to fry these onions until they're very golden brown. That's really the key to achieving the right flavor, is getting the onions to that very golden color. So this will probably take you a good 10 to 15 minutes, but you really can't take your eyes off of it because the onions can burn. And then when they get to this color, you just want to set them aside. Then in the same oil we fried the onions, we're going to start cooking our chicken. So this is one whole chicken cut up. And we're just going to get some color on it, stir it around in the oil for a little bit. And then we're going to add our ginger and some garlic paste. Now, if you don't have fresh ginger, you can use ginger paste, but I had the fresh ginger. That's why I'm using it. And I think it adds a nice flavor. And then a little bit of garlic paste. And then we're going to stir fry that until it becomes a little bit more fragrant. And then we're going to use the Shan Masala Korma Masala. And you guys, this is so spicy. And I'm not even joking this time. I put too much. So use half the packet for one whole chicken. And if you really can't tolerate the spice, use 1/4 of the packet. That's really all you need. So we're just going to stir fry that for a few minutes. And then we're going to put the lid on it and cook it on low heat for about 15 minutes to get the meat tender. Now, while the chicken cooks, we're going to take our onions and grind them in the food processor. And the reason you're seeing this step like kind of midway is because I first tried to do it in the Vitamix and it was a major fail. It kind of just all clumped together at the bottom of the Vitamix. So don't do that. Use a food processor if you have it. And if your only option is a blender, you're just going to have to keep scraping up the bottom over and over again, but eventually you can get it to work. This was just way more convenient. So once it's all grinded down like this into like an onion paste, you're going to add yogurt, and this is about 1.5 cups of yogurt, and then just mix this all really well together. The reason we don't add the yogurt to the food processor is because you're going to blend it so much that way that it's going to become watery, and we don't want that. So we're just going to like fold the onion paste into the yogurt so it stays nice and thick. And then I thought it needed a little bit more, so I added some more yogurt, and then I just blended that all up really good, and then it should kind of look like this. It kind of looks like French onion dip. Okay, so back outside, our chicken should be done cooking now. It's been about 15 minutes. I'm going to take the lid off, and then we're going to stir it around, and then we're going to add our yogurt onion mixture. And then this is going to make our korma very nice and thick. It's really going to make that nice texture that you expect from korma. So I think this was the piece that I was missing when I tried to make korma in the past. I would just cook the onions and then add the yogurt straight to the wok. I didn't do this like mixture, and it was never like that smooth consistency that you get from like a restaurant. So I think this is really the trick to getting that like nice thick shorba or salin in the korma. So then you're just going to continue to cook it, and you want it to be this dark color. So just keep cooking it until it kind of changes color, and stir it around every few minutes so it doesn't catch the bottom and burn. And this is what it should look like, this nice like deep brown color. That's from the onions and the spices. So once we're satisfied with how it looks, it's done. So I'm just going to take this inside to show under better light what it looks like, but you can see the oil is floating on the top after a few minutes. That's what you want. And just look at how thick and nice this looks. So now we can plate this up, and I was really satisfied with the result. The shorba or the salin was very nice and thick, and it was really tasty. And if you're presenting this, just go ahead and put some of that salad on top just to show like that beautiful consistency. And that's really all there is to it. Now let me know what you want me to cook next. And that is how you make